Okay, in this demonstration, I'm going to show you how to make the street look more realistic with the curbs, because right now it just looks like the curb and the street are in line with each other. And so we want a curb that you can step up onto. So what we're going to do is just come in towards the vanishing point. You're going to have a little wedge right there. That's going to be the part that you step up onto. And then I'm going to do the same thing here on this side. And then basically every time one of these tiles hits, you could go straight down. This would be like little cracks in the concrete, so making sure that this goes completely straight. This helps give that illusion. And as you go back farther, you can get lighter and lighter with your concrete separations. All the way back, vertical lines. Just to give that illusion that you're stepping up onto something. The other thing that is kind of cool is having the streets turn. And so if I wanted the street to turn between these two buildings, maybe I want this concrete, I want to be able to wrap that around here. So try this on yours. So not this line, but the line that's a little bit higher up above. Extend that, make sure that your ruler is nice and parallel to the bottom of the paper, and extend that out. And extend this sidewalk chunk. It stops there, but we're going to continue it on this side. And then erase this little piece out. We're still keeping that vertical and that horizontal line. And then you notice how it looks a little funny, like something is missing here. Let me zoom in. Like something needs to be done here. So what you do is you take this sidewalk piece, continue that out, and then I'm going to draw it. If you have a gap right here, continue it on out this other side. And then where you have this L shape at the bottom of that shape, just draw that back. And then that way you have a curb. So if you were really planning this out, maybe it would have been better to have this building start here so that we could have had the sidewalk wrap around this building. But we'll just say that there is no sidewalk that goes that way on that side of the street. Sometimes that happens and there's only a sidewalk on one side. We can also take this and decide how wide do we want the sidewalk there. It could be a really skinny sidewalk all of a sudden, but let's go ahead and have the sidewalk turn right here as well. So come out about where I'm coming out to, draw a line, draw a vertical line. Remember, it hits that receding line, goes straight down, and then erase all of your excess. And this is going to look like a really big step right here. To not make it look too wide like that, then you would just not make this as wide as we made it to begin with. And then extend this out as well. And then we can go ahead and if you need to add a few more of these, you can add them. But I think I want to have the street turn one last time around this building. So doing the same thing. Just extending that concrete piece out. And let's see. So that's going to be turning that way and down. And then maybe you come back here, decide how wide you want your street to be. This time I'm going to take it all, oops, I'm a little bit of an angle. So don't do that. Again, double check and make sure that you're nice and parallel. And turning my street. I don't know what that little bump was from. Let me redo that. Erasing all of this. Have that street open up. And again, wherever your sidewalk tiles are, that's your guidance. So I want the other side of the street to be here. And I have room, so I'm gonna go ahead and make the tiles of the sidewalk turn. Right there. Oops. Dragging that up so you can see it. And the last thing you really need to know about sidewalks is when they start turning this way, like what do you do with them? And so what you do is you measure the first width of the sidewalk and then you just keep repeating it. And I would repeat it even off my page. So you see how I'm just kind of going however far. And then each one of those dots that you have, you're just going to take that back towards the vanishing point. And then it would look something like that. If you didn't want it to be so long like that, then you could shorten this up and have the sidewalk a lot skinnier, which might look better, but you're going to do that for every single, so we don't have the sidewalk, we just have a little bit of like a curb going back, and then maybe this is all full of dirt, but we do have the sidewalk turning here and here. And so what you do back here is you're going to measure that width of the sidewalk back here and continue it and make your little marks all the way down. I'm going to even go through the house a little bit just in case I need to, and then find that line and continue it on back here. So the width that you're using is you're just going to continue it on. So when I was using this width on this line, I just continued on that same line. Same thing here. Put one there. And then I'm just going to kind of guess and throw some in over there. Same thing here. I mean, technically I could kind of just stick with it all the way across till I got to this line. Going off the edge a little bit. And then I'm just taking each one of these back towards the vanishing point, but I am not going to go all the way. I'm going to just stop when I hit the end of the sidewalk, so I don't have a ton of things to do. So, and then even these small ones will get that treatment. You could draw lighter as you're back here, because as things are farther away, you start to see less and less detail. So I have that one in the house just to help me find that line right there. They're going to get really, really angled as they go that way. Now, if you wanted to, you could put anything that you want back here. Let me erase all these extra lines. But I'm going to just, for this tutorial, I'm going to put another sidewalk going all the way back through. So I have the bottom of the curb, the top of the curb. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to have the top of the sidewalk. And then I would go back through and I would, you know, add all those little marks that go towards the vanishing point all the way down. And that is how you make your streets curve around your buildings.